Now, an elderly woman has been saved from hypothermia by a dog that's formed what it has been described as a thermal blanket over her shivering body. The 79-year-old had been out for a walk when she hit her head and fell, leaving her lying on the ground for hours waiting for an ambulance. Rescuers say the dog's body warmth prevented the pensioner from developing hypothermia. It sounds absolutely extraordinary, doesn't it? Well, I'm very pleased to say that we can talk to Don Cox, who is the owner of BOWSA. They're joining us from Ipswich. Thank you very much. Welcome to the programme. I think you've got BOWSA with you, haven't you, Don? Can we see BOWSA?
I've got BOWSA with me, yeah, but I can't get him in camera because he won't jump on my lap because he weighs 48 kilos.
Oh, OK. Well, he did somehow drape himself over the body of a woman when she'd collapsed, hadn't she? Tell us what happened. How did he end up in that position?
Yeah, what happened was I was taking them out for a walk, and the lady was sitting in the middle of the road with her daughter holding her up, and she was going into shock. She was shivering, freezing cold. A neighbour came out from one of the houses and put down one of those exercise mat things, and we laid her down, and somebody else brought a water bottle out, but she was shivering and going into shock. So I got my dog, I didn't know if he would do it or not, to lay down next to her to give her his body heat, and he laid there and he put his head and front feet over her and kept her warm, and he laid there for like over an hour with her, and he was really brilliant keeping her warm. And then when the ambulance did finally arrive, then of course I walked away. But she was laying out on the road. She's a 79-year-old, and she was laying out in the road for over 3.5 hours. She had an operation on Monday. She had a broken hip in the end, and I'm told that she won't be out of hospital till at least the 30th of November. That's what I know at the moment.
And what did rescuers say about the impact that BOWSA snuggling up next to her actually had in terms of the outcome?
I didn't hang around. Once the ambulance people turned up, I didn't just want to be in the way, so I just left then.
OK, I mean, we're hearing that rescuers did say that the body warmth of BOWSA prevented the pensioner from developing hypothermia because of the bitter cold.
Yeah, well, that's because I've done first aid, and I knew that the body warmth of BOWSA would keep her warm, because when I arrived, she was getting worse and worse and shivering and shaking, and I thought she's going to go into shock and probably get hypothermia. So the best thing I could do was get him to lay down with her, with his body. I don't know if I can get him. I don't know if your cameraman can put the camera down to.
I mean, we'd love to see BOWSA, so if there's any way you can persuade him to hop up, that would be great.
I've just called the cameraman. Maybe he can put the camera down a bit, because
We'll see what we can do.
He's only sitting in front of me, but he's just.
Describe him until we can actually see him ourselves.
Can you get the camera down a bit? Yeah, he's a big boy. He's 48 kilos. He's a cross Labrador Rottweiler Husky. His name is BOWSA, B-O-W-Z-A.
Right.
And the man with the camera's coming down to try and find him. BOWSA, look, that way.
Hey, BOWSA.
Say hello.
Hey.
There he is. Say
wow,
hello.
He's a big dog. And who's the other one?
Turn. That's little Kaz.
Oh,
BOWSA,
right.
turn, say hello. Come here. BOWSA, up. Come here. Come on. That's a boy.
There we go. Isn't he gorgeous? And obviously, I mean, he's been a bit reluctant to be on the camera today, but he lay there for an hour,
yeah,
did you say, funny. Next to the lady?
He laid there for an hour, and he's 48 kilos, so it's a lot of body heat. Sit down. There he is. Yeah, and the other little one, she just stood there and watched.
Oh, did he get any special treats for his heroic actions?
Yeah, I went to the butcher's and got him some. Well, I already had some marrow bones in the house, so that's what he had.
Good. Well,
as we walk round.
Yeah.
As we walk round Hadley, people are saying, "Oh, it's a hero dog," because that's how they put it in the paper. They said he was a hero. BOWSA
the Wowser.
Yeah. So
all
anyway,
right, well,
yeah,
thank
it took
you.
over 3.5 hours.
Thank you so much, and I'm delighted that we got to see BOWSA. Thank you.
Yeah, BOWSA, say hello. Look, that way.
Hey, BOWSA.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye, have a good afternoon. Thank you. Now, in a moment, we'll have all the business news. First, our headlines on BBC News.